Wow. Whew. I'm in awe of what I get to do. Yeah, I'm just going like fuck. And just there's been there's I think there's a few different terms, but what resonates for me is the up leveling that I have done in the last couple of months has been just phenomenal. This one here is called Portal to Divinity. This is the sound bath vibration on the way I'm gonna play it right now, because there's two different versions, basically speaking. But this is the like a sound bath version, and it's called Portal to Divinity. Here we go. Yeah. That is, I have a sound bath on the first and third Sunday of every month, and it's this Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And that's the kind of energy that happens for 90 minutes. The recording will stay up for 24 hours, at least 24 hours. The last sound bath, I was so touched at how people went back and listened to the second time or the third time, maybe the fourth, I don't know. It touched my heart to see how many times it was viewed, and I feel very honored that the universe is trusting me this way, because I'm a vehicle, that's what I am. And, when I see this, is as we open up to our true authentic self, and my guitar has always been my vehicle to express, always, even before I start channeling my music. But it's I just love playing. It's always resonated with me now. I love swing big band music. I love bluegrass. I love country. And not the twangy stuff so much, but I love country, jazz, swing, anything there's a vibration I feel inside of me. And I get to play my stuff. And you guys get to come along for this amazing ride. And I cannot wait to meet you guys all in person, which is going to be happening pretty soon. Working on it. Okay, let's see where we go. Yeah. Like I said, I'm in awe of myself. Just like, fuck. I'm really, just to re-enter to people who are not familiar with me, my journey is very open to everybody. Not to say you have to do what I did, but it's to say what I was guided to do, and I did it. And I know what I feel in our community is I don't like it when somebody makes a corporation or a government or pharmaceutical companies bad, right? I don't agree with bashing. I feel there's a time and place for everything. And I know for me that in 1996, I used to say, which I no longer say, I lost myself. No, actually I was waking up to myself is what it really was. But I didn't have this kind of community in around me for me to understand and go through this process that would have been very possible. So I ended up getting caught up in the Western medical system for antidepressants and anxiety. And for the last couple of years I've been wanting to come off them, and on October 21st, well, just before October 21st, to be quite honest, Spirit said it's time. And then I think it was 2 days later that I started. So October 21st, I started coming off my medications. A very incredible, amazing friend of mine, Deb, she's one of about 9-11 people I reached out to ask for support as I go through this process, because I had no idea what it was going to be like for me. And I'm so grateful for all these people, for them to say yes, absolutely. But they all will tell you I never called any of them through this process. But my friend Deb said to me when I told her this, and she goes, "You'll be off them in 6 months." And I just felt to myself, what, 6 months? I was figuring 2 years, right? And sure enough, 6 months, plus a couple of days. But I followed exactly what my medical intuitive friend told me to do, especially these last stages, where I stayed on both for 6 weeks, dropped one, dropped the final dose, and then 3 weeks later, which was a couple days ago, dropped the last one. What has been happening for me, and I started to really see it last October, is almost like I felt it was in a fog, but I was consciously waking up more and more to myself. And that's when I started to sense this fogginess, like, and I felt like saying, which I did say, what's wrong with me? But when Spirit told me it's a medication, and I just knew it was time. I've been wanting off them, but this is the magic that's unfolded for me. This is how I express energy. And if you go back and listen to how I played a year ago, let alone 6 months ago, and when I say play, I'm speaking from within. That's the part I'm speaking of. And to feel and allow this energy to guide me, like, yes, I'll have more of this, please. Yes. So let's see where we go next. That one started a couple months ago. Yeah, 6, 8 weeks ago, something like that. This Sunday, I have my sound bath at 2 p.m. if you're interested. Suggested donation is $20 or pay what you can if you want just to come and hang out and to check it out. If you do like it, I just ask you to honor that in the manner that I allowed you to come on in. Right, because and when I say this, a sound bath is a vibrational journey that I take people through for 90 minutes. There's no talking. It's strictly the guitar speaking for us all. And it's, you know, it's an opportunity for us to be quiet with ourselves and allow the vibration to take us wherever it is within ourselves. Your journey is your own individual journey. I just create a space, a container for us to come together to hang out for 90 minutes or so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to have my guitar back too, Carla. I can go through a lot, but my biggest tool is my guitar. Someone made a comment which I briefly saw that like I look centered, and I am centered. Put the guitar in front of me, and it just brings me back to me. And Friday I had a massive meltdown, and it took a lot for me to have a meltdown, but it didn't help the fact I did not have my guitar. And so I was dealing with his energy, and man, I'll tell you, it was not nice. And it just, yeah. I'm just so grateful to have my guitar back in my hands and in my home, and I get to bring you guys on this journey of mine. So let's see where we go next. It's funny how I tried to pull back on the energy on that, and then I went to pick it. No, it's not melding. I'm okay, just go back, start again, and put it the way it wanted to be expressed, because that's where the human mind has to stay the fuck out of its way with what I do. Yeah. This one here is a song that I channeled. To be quite honest, it's the only song that I ever got downloads on. Yeah. And this was channeled with the downloads. A friend of mine, she struggled staying on this planet as we know it to be. The bottom line that I'm able to say now, I didn't understand it then. I always saw Judy for Judy, not the image or how you. I just saw her for her. But yet they didn't see me for me until I spoke to her and Gordy about being in counseling. And I remember Judy looking at me going, "You?" I go, "Yep, pretty good facade, eh?" But the truth is that I'm fine inside. It's dealing with the outside that I struggle with. But Judy tried to leave this planet multiple times in a month, and she finally did succeed. So this is her song, but it's actually our song, and it's called The Journey of Life. I know it's going to be changing to The Circle of Life. I thank my brother, amazing brother Todd Bedina, for speaking about Franco. And that's when I know it's a circle of life. It's a journey of life, absolutely, but it's a circle of life. So this is her song. Here we go. it was the day after I found out that Judy succeeded, and I was at work, and I felt that I wanted to do a song for her to honor her the best way I know how. And so when it started that night, I was getting downloads of exactly where my left hand goes, what my right hand does, and it was like that for the next 6 days. It was incredible. And I finished it the morning of her memorial service, played it once through and at her service. Yeah. That was an amazing journey. Just amazing. I've never had that happen. That I've channeled a lot of songs for people, but not to get downloads for this, like this song. It was like, wow. Yeah. So I'm going to think I'm going to do one more and then go quiet. See where we go. So nice to see so many brothers and sisters here. Wow. And I found not have the pleasure to meet most of you that's on here right now, but I know one person that I have met last August when I went to Soulful Fest. And it's my beautiful sister Janine. Yeah. Yeah. I met so amazing people at Soulful. I can't wait until this year. And if you, any of you guys think, well, when is it? Well, the way it's the same thing with myself. I work this way is that when we're being guided, that's when it's going to happen. I've not heard if Todd has said anything on the Soulful Network, which is soulfulnetwork.com, is where all the interviews and everything are done now. We have our own network, which means we get to say whatever we want to say and no more censorships. There are tons of videos for the past 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been that Todd was on Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, etc. You'll find it under Soulful One Studios. But I had the pleasure last year, ended up that Janine and another sister of mine ended up renting a house. They got a bigger house, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, of course. And that's how I met Janine, beautiful sister. Yeah. I think what's absolutely amazing, you know, I'm always connected to all of you guys. You know, we may not speak or touch base for a period of time, but it does not mean that we're not in each other's thoughts. And I don't personally, it's just me, just who I am. It's like, you know, I can handle little conversations, not many. It's just where I'm at, what I'm going through right now, and it's just, yep, it is what it is. So here we go. Well, that song is called Never the Same. And I remember when I was in a recording studio recording it, and because I never had titled any of my songs, and Jerry said to me, "So what's the title of this one?" I don't know. And all I did was listen to within, though I didn't have the same consciousness and understanding I now have today, but I did have it then. And the reason why it's called Never the Same, no matter how many times I've played this song, I've never played it exactly the same way twice. Can't. I think that's the thing with life itself, is if we try to say, well, I felt that way yesterday, so I have to feel that way today. No, you don't have to feel that way today as you did yesterday. We are constantly changing, and how we feel, I do believe the core of us is always seeking truth, which we stand in our integrity on our truth. But if we try to control how we felt then to where we feel now, we're allowing something that was to be interfering with our present moment. And the more I'm here on this journey, I'm seeing that more and more for myself. And that's where I'm doing my utmost best to honor myself exactly where I'm at in that moment. Because I cannot determine from this moment to the next what I'm going to feel or think. I don't. But if I try to hold on to that I'm preventing myself from expanding. And I'm learning that for myself. My music is a true reflection of that. And these last, I'm so grateful to have this amazing home I'm in. I'm still not settled within myself. It has nothing to do with anything else but myself. But, what's happening for me is I'm creating a safe container for myself to do whatever work I need to do right now to keep on unfolding and expanding within myself. I will reflect how I used to think or feel or say or do or whatever. That was a was. It's about this very single moment, because that's all there really truly is this very moment. And that's what I love about what I get to do. Because I don't sit there and say, I played this song exactly this way, I must repeat exactly that. I can't. That's why when you guys listen to my music, you may be familiar with some of the songs now, but I guarantee you not once has it ever felt the same and how it came out. Can't. And that's what I love. I get the fuck out of my own way. It doesn't matter how I played a song yesterday or earlier today. It doesn't matter. It's about now expressing whatever needs to be expressed in this moment. And I own that. I understand it now. An understanding that I never had before. Yeah. So don't forget, this Sunday is my sound bath. It's at 2 p.m. Pacific time. The video will remain up for 24 hours. So even if you can't make it at the time of the event, and by the way, it's 90 minutes, the video will remain up for at least 24 hours. Suggested donation is $20. So it's this Sunday. Yeah. And also, I'm going to be hanging out with our beautiful brother Todd Medina on the 15th at 2 p.m. I'll be on with him hanging out. We haven't hung out in a while. So I'm looking forward, really looking forward just to connecting with him. So, blessings everybody, and I'll see you soon. Love you, Janine. Love you, Carla. And just so you know, if I don't say your name, because I see the comments, but I don't know who most of you guys are because you're not on my personal page. I see there's somebody watching, but that's it. But I'll see you afterwards when I go through the comments. And thanks for hanging out. I'm in the midst right now of connecting with a couple different organizations about coming in and doing a concert. Yeah. So keep your ears peeled here. I will give you guys as much notice as I know. Otherwise, once it's booked, you will know. So I'm looking for an opportunity to come and share my music with people physically. Yeah, can't wait. So thanks for hanging out with me now, later. And